What's going on YouTube? IDCL here yet again, coming at you guys with a quick update video. Pretty much that's what this is all going to be about, just updating you on shit. And no, this is no pitch, oh I'm going to do this year, I'm going to do that, these reviews, this, all that. No, whatever happens. I'm tired of just blurting shit out there and it never ends up fucking happening. But as far as the Dragon Ball Xenoverse series, that is going to be discontinued because I no longer have it on PS4, so I can't continue that character. I now have it on PC. I took back the PS4 version and I now have it on PC, which is the platform I should have got it on in the first place, because shit, it looks better on that motherfucker and I just prefer it on PC. Nothing more that I need to explain when it comes to that. So I will be discontinuing that walkthrough. What is it? It ended like at episode 3. I'm sorry guys if you guys were looking forward to that. It didn't have a huge audience behind it, but it was still something I had going. But anyway, this video really isn't about that. It's more so about what I actually did within the past week. Now, a couple of videos ago, I made a video talking about how I wanted to upgrade my PC to an i7 4790K and eventually get a GTX 970 in there as well. Now, I've been fighting with myself back and forth, when I finally had the money to do either or. Back and forth, do I want to get this fucking GPU or do I want to get the CPU? Because the whole thing was about upgrading for future-proof and for gaming future-proof. For future-proof and animation and whatnot, and 3D rendering, and for gaming future-proof. So I was having a hard time deciding on which one I wanted to go for first, the graphics or the CPU. I ended up getting headbutted by a fucking Xbox One, and that's what I ended up buying. So now I can say I have the complete, not complete, but I have the trilogy, the main trilogy. I still don't have a Wii U, which I plan on getting later this year, but I have the holy trilogy, the PC, PS4, and the newly Xbox One, added to the fucking addition of these gaming platforms. And I gotta say, man, going in, man, before I ever decided to get this, I planned on getting it sooner or later, but before I decided to get this, I always lived with, oh, the Xbox One is just gonna be the weakest link out of the three. Of course, PC being number one, and when it comes to console, PS4 is, you know, better than Xbox One is what I always thought. And in essence, it really is. As far as hardware and actual gaming, it's the better hardware. It has better hardware in it. You're gonna get better resolution and you're gonna get more stable frames in the PS4, but in comparison to the Xbox One, it's very fucking minuscule from being from what people were making it out to be. Now, I never had an Xbox One prior to a week ago before I actually went on and bought it. So I always thought this is just gonna be the weakest link out of the whole three. It is fucking not, man. It is right there with it, you know. It runs at lower resolution in some games. I understand that it definitely does. It's not the strongest when it comes to hardware, but in other areas it excels. Like, for instance, interface versus interface when it comes to Xbox One versus PS4. The Xbox One's interface is better to me. It's more, it has more depth to it, and it holds more features than the PS4 does. And also the online and the update system that the Xbox One has gave me a better experience than what the PS4 has been granting me. You know what I'm saying? And I've had the PS4 for about a year total and the Xbox One for a week, so I know this isn't really a super fair comparison, but I've also heard from a lot of people who have both consoles that the Xbox One is more on the dime when it comes to updates than the PS4 has been. And I can say that the PS4 has been lacking, you know, on certain shit, and it has. So when it comes to, you know, little mini shit inside the console rather than just gaming, which of course is the core, that's what we're buying this shit for. But feature wise, the Xbox One really is fucking awesome when it comes to that shit. Game wise with the Xbox One, very tolerable. Right there with the PS4, damn near. PS4 does a little bit better on that side, but the Xbox One is not a fucking slouch like people are making it seem. Now, the fan war and shit, I don't get in the midst of none of that bullshit because it's fucking stupid to me. You know what I'm saying? I prefer PC, but I don't consider myself a fucking PC master race elitist or none of that dumb shit. Whatever you enjoy playing, just play it, okay? Just fucking play it. Now that I have all three, it's gonna be hard for me to be a fucking super fan for either one of these because I spent the money on all three of these damn things. So I can give you a fair comparison. Pick either or, it doesn't fucking matter, okay? If you want the best you can possibly have and you have the money to do so, go and build a rig and get a PC. Do that. Plain and simple. It's gonna boil down to what you prefer, okay? More than what, you know, who's better, who's not when it comes to consoles. PC, of course, it excels in damn near everything. No, it excels in everything when it comes to gaming, but the price is what really turns people away when you want to make a supercomputer. And in turn, it's not really that expensive to build a computer that can compete with either of these consoles, but still, I get it. You want your shit to just go ahead and plug it in and play. A lot of people are like that. I understand that shit. But yeah, man, now that I have all three, I can finally see eye to eye. There's a lot of games that the difference is, there is a difference, but it's not that fucking huge as people are making it seem. Each console is great in their own right. PS4 has better hardware, it performs slightly better when it comes to resolution, and then Xbox One has the better features, better online, I want to say. The party system is pretty fucked up half the time, but I've been using Skype as an alternative right on the console and it works just as good. Party system, y'all need to fix that shit, Microsoft. What the fuck? Oh yeah, and with the Xbox One, you gotta have special adapters for certain shit. They're still doing that dumb shit that they were doing in the Xbox 360 days with, like, the fucking the headset port is some weird ass, like, long USB/HDMI looking shit, and you gotta get an adapter if you want to plug in your 3.5mm headset. It's just little stupid shit. And the USB on here doesn't take regular headsets, regular PC headsets that you can plug in your PC or PS4. You can't just plug into your Xbox One. You gotta have that little punk ass adapter in order to make it work. And that shit is fucking irritating. I hate that shit. Little micro mini things. That is where I would slash a point off of Xbox One. But other than that, Xbox One is good at updates. Very good at updates. It does great in features. There's a lot. I like shit. When I get something new, I want a little bit of a learning curve to it. I want it to be too fucking simple where I can just turn it on, play a game. Of course, that is what a lot of other people want, but I want some spice with my shit, and Xbox One gives me that, and I appreciate it. So that, the fucking features, that's good. And you know, a couple of other shits in there too. It has a lot of apps too, which are great, and it has a good ass web browser. PS4 does too, pure gaming and all that shit. They're good in their own rights. It's basically what I'm saying. I can say that now that I have all of them. PC, of course, is the fucking best. No, I'm just kidding with you guys. No fan war, none of that shit. Just get what you prefer. That's all I have to say. And I am going to be streaming soon. I finally got my shit back up and running. I got a damn, it's like a radio station mic arm that I have now, and it's so much easier to do shit with this mic arm on my desk now. So I'm gonna be streaming. I finally got my overlays back, got my whole little tickers and shit. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna have a lot more games to play, and I'm trying to get back into reviewing, but it's so hard to contact these fucking publishers in this generation. It's gonna be a hassle, but I'm gonna get my foot in there one way or another, so be on the lookout for reviews. Not promising shit. I've learned from doing that because a lot of promises have been broken over the course of this channel, but I'm gonna try to get you guys, you know, the reviews and shit that you want to see. I know that's what this channel is all about, reviews and shit. I'm gonna try to do that. So be on the lookout for all that shit. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share if you know, if you want to share it with some people and shit. This is IDCL, and I'm out. Peace.